Sometimes when I write stuff, I do have typos. In modern days, autocorrection helps me, but at the same time, it does not. It makes some weird sentences after the autocorrections. For example, "give me a sec" can turn into a flirting message, and it can turn into a harassment message. Anyway, let's come back to the original topic. This time, I'm going to talk about the typos on the coins and reasons why. We go to school and study. Frankly, the reason that we are able to read and speak is because our education system in modern days is advanced compared to the past. This is 1771 one skilling coin from Denmark. This coin is interesting enough to talk about because it has a lot of varieties. Danske in English means Danish, but there are several typos in these coins that make the value of the coin go up. Danske, Danake, and Danaske are known typos in this coin. Nowadays, it is very hard to find these errors. Almost impossible because proofreading. I mean, when I publish my book, there are some errors, but for coins, it is rare. You could see the typos on the coins in the past because of the illiteracy. If you see the Roman coins, you can find the lettering errors, engraving legend errors. However, those errors make the coin have more interesting characters and stories. Now we have to ask why it happened. Statistically, in the early 1800s, only 12% of people were literate, which means not everyone was able to read. So even in the past, the literacy rate could be lower. You may have heard that knowledge is the power. It was in the past. The people who were able to read often had a nice education, which meant they were in upper class. It was an international issue. So typos on the coins gave collectors some kind of quest, especially this one skilling coin. Collecting all the variations of the Danske one skilling coin should be an achievement. Anyway, in the past, studying was an expensive hobby. Book was expensive because printing out a book required skills. The price of a book in the 1700s was roughly around 3 shilling to 20 shillings. 20 shilling was a pound, so basically, it was hard to afford a book and study. I don't know why I didn't like to study when I was young, like teenager, but after I grew up I liked to study history, numismatics, or spend my time working on writing. Books got cheaper. My book can be purchased for under $25, or you can visit my another YouTube channel, KQT Entertainment, to watch Box of Life. Anyway, not just the typo. Different styles of lettering can also cause the price of the coin to skyrocket. One of the famous styles of how you write the number 4. In the United States, this classic head 1834 $5 coin can be a good example. There are 2 different styles of 4 used in this coin, plain 4 and crosslet 4. What a fantastic 4. Anyway, the crosslet 4 was not just in the United States. Canadian bank tokens also had these 2 differences. 4, plain 4 and crosslet 4. Sometimes die cracks can make the letter look a little bit different. During the Victorian era, the die crack on the V reminded the letter A. This case also makes the coin price skyrocket. Die crack on the coin makes the coin more charming. Sometimes you can find double strike or triple strikes on the coins that can make the coin more unique and rare. Of course, another famous error internationally is dates override. Let's be honest, if you are writing the dates in the new year, you accidentally write last year's year, so we cross out the wrong year to write and rewrite the year. These errors were on the coins, and this 1865 penny actually has that kind of error, as known as 5/3, which makes the value of this coin higher than other varieties within the same year. People make mistakes, and sometimes mistakes are valuable. So is life. People make mistakes in life, and those mistakes are valuable because it leaves us a trace of history. We learn from the mistake, and we might repeat it a few times. And the purpose of recording the mistake is to prevent making the same mistakes again and again. It doesn't mean we generously accept the mistake, we forgive, and we have to be more cautious before we make a decision to make an action in our life. You can see life through coins. The mistakes are remembered forever and eventually want to be fixed. That's why those small mistakes are recorded in history, and there are people who will remember the mistakes, either in good ways or bad ways.